Welcome everyone to Devo's Weed Chronicles. I am him, Devo. What's going on? I hope everybody's got their strain going today, their favorite strain. It's always 420 right here. I mean, be real. Finishing off a little bit of the white cake that I have stashed. I found my stash. Yeah, I had several varieties stashed back. Let's not get into that right now. Hey, if you've never been here before, if you just kind of wandered on to this video and you're thinking, what in the world? Watch the video, and if you like, subscribe, hit that like button, and then the old bell. Hey guys, today's story is going to be about, I don't know if you'd say I got pimped or if I went willingly or what. But I had this drummer, and it was back in 1980, late 80s. And when I was in a band, and we were doing cutting a demo at a undisclosed recording studio in a town not too far from where we're from. And when we were there, there was other people that were, we had a certain time slot. We had to be there, and we had like an hour. When we first started doing it, we had an hour. And people would be coming and going as we're going, You'd see other bands and stuff, and I was kind of fresh in it. So I wasn't, too seasoned as a musician, I was still kind of checking everything out and feeling everybody out. And we were walking in and out at this one studio. And these guys that were in there were older. And, man, they looked like they had been on the road for years. I mean, these guys were... Yeah, old musicians. They wasn't old per se. It was just they were road worn musicians, coming out. I don't know if what they were doing. They were just laying some tracks down for someone. Anyway, we're going and coming, and their entourage, which the girls and stuff that follow those guys around, was coming out as our people was going in, and I noticed that my drummer was walking in front of me, and I'm walking behind him. He's kind of tall, dude. I'm walking behind him. And there was this little bitty short. Gorgeous blonde standing there next to a big girl. I didn't really pay attention, she was a tall girl. I walked by and I kind of looked the big girl up and down, and walked over, and me and my drummer both at the same time. Whoa, how you doing? And she locked eyes on him. So we go on in and everything. Well, those two hung out. They stayed, with our group, and they're watching from the booth while we're doing whatever it is we're doing in there. And as night goes on, I go to use the restroom with this big girl, the big one. Turns out these girls are Russian, okay? Russian. I go outside to use the restroom. They had a facility in there, but me being me, I go outside. I'll go out there and I'll twist them one up, and using the restroom. And when I turn the corner, I get finished. I come around the corner, boom, there's that Amazon woman. This girl's huge, man. And she's cute, I guess, as I drank, she got cuter. But anyway, I walked around the corner, I'm like, oh, hey, and she said, hello, my name is Olga. And I'm like, they call me Devo. How you doing? Were you not from around here? No, exchange student. I swear, I walked around a corner and she goes, she was walking with me and she goes, hey, your voice makes my nipples hard. And I'm like, excuse me? And she said it again. And I'm like, thank you. And we walked back in and I'm like, holy crap. I gotta tell everybody this. So we're discussing what we're going to do after we get this. We only get about 15 to 20 minutes worth of playtime. Okay. And then they gave us breaks. So we had time to go in anyway, but we had setup time and then we played. And the setup, all I had to do was set up a mic, man. I'm checked and ready to go. So I'm out, doing what singers do. And I walk over and I tell my buddy, I was like, hey guys, you ain't believe this, man. You just ain't going to believe this. No, what is it? I said, hey, man, do you see, and my drummer was gone. I said, do you see that real tall girl over in the corner? They're all, that one? I'm like, yeah, that one. We're all putting stuff together and putting our equipment on, fixing to start playing. He goes, what about it? And I'm like, not knowing that we're in the studio, so everything that we're saying, anything that we talk about, if we cut a fart or somebody belches, it's going to go walk, walk, walk in that booth where everybody's at, okay? And here my stupid butt is, like I said, I was fresh. I'm like, yeah, man, dude, old girl told me, man, that my voice made her nipples hard. Like that. And he goes, well, imagine that. That's funny. Yeah, that made it on that cut. We never used it, and you'll never find it, and you'll never hear it, but yeah, it was on that cut. But anyway, that night we got finished. We're leaving out and everything. I noticed the drummers over there talking to her, and I'm kind of talking to everybody, especially the engineer in there, because I was trying to get him not to put that on there, and listening to our conversations in there. I was trying to throw our Mirandas on them, but none of them worked. Anyhow, we leave. We go out. There was this boat dock that wasn't very far from where this studio was. And this studio was kind of in the middle of nowhere. It was the edge of town. So we take off and we all go to the dock, the river, and hang out. We're drinking beer and all that. And the other bands are there, It's just like two or three bands, I guess, or 2.5 bands that were down there, and a lot of people, bunch of bikes. We're down there drinking, pounding. It was a late Saturday. And all of a sudden I see my drummer. He walks up from down there, and he, with that little blonde. And he comes up to me, he goes, hey, brother, I need you to do me a solid. I'm like, sure, man, what is it? Anything. Just, I'm a team player. He said, you remember Olga? Yeah. Well, see, she left earlier. Mm-hmm. She'll be back here in a minute, man. They went to get some beer. She's hot for you. Okay. I'm thinking, where is this going? Little blonde man. They'll go home with this, man, if you hook up with Olga. No. No. Because there was a cherry tree there. Not a cherry tree. There was an apple tree there that had some nice apples laying on the ground. All you had to do is pick them up. So I'm like, dude, no, ooh. Well, little did I know, I started drinking heavily. Next thing I know, I'm in a 70 model Chevrolet pickup just down the road from them with Olga. She drove. She was her truck. 70 model pickup. She leans over real close to me, and I'm in passenger side. I'm like, hey. She locked the door. She said, and all I had on, I had a leather jacket on, of course, no shirt. I didn't have no shirt on. And it's wintertime, kind of. Well, it was cold. Had my leather jacket on, no shirt. Take off your jacket and get comfortable. All right, She jumped on me and ate me like a wolf. You remember that scene in the Titanic where they were down in the bottom of that boat and in that truck or that car and the condensation on the windows, and you see her reach up and put her marks in that? That was me, but I was clawing. I wanted to get out there so bad. Man, this girl, man, I consider everyone a virgin until they've had a crazy Russian woman. But yeah, he pimped me out. We got down the road. I smelled like a whore. We were going down the road and driving home. And he goes, man, well, how was it? And I'm like, I was pissed, man. I had my leather jacket in my hands, and I'm just leaning up against the window like this. And I said, man, leave me alone. And he's like, come on, man. We're right down at stoplights, cops, everything, right down to a cop station just down there. We hit that light right by the cop station. He said, come on, man, tell me, like that. And I just reached over and fish hooked him while he was driving with my stinky, grabbed him. Man, we started fist fighting. The truck went over in the parking lot. Man, we knocked down a couple of those things you put money in. Yeah. We got out of there alive, though. But I think he pimped me. I really hadn't put my finger, because I was drunk, but that's no excuse. But Russians. God bless. If you like this, please hit like, subscribe. Be kind to each other, man. Keep smoking.